How are we doing, chat? I guess this is my first recording, so I should probably start by saying hello. My name is Ryan McCory. Please call me RMAC. It's what I've been called my whole life by mostly my close friends and one or two of my family members. So it's not quite a real nickname, but it is the alias, hashtag, gamer tag, whatever you want to call it, handle, YouTube handle that I'm going to go by. Although on YouTube, my account name is not RMAC, like with a capital R and then MAC. Fortunately, it's either RMAC underscore 8 or 8 underscore RMAC. It could be a lowercase r as well. So it was just taken by too many people, but that's okay. We make do. Maybe if I become popular enough, I'll be able to buy the handle from somebody myself. Wouldn't that be something? But no, I'm I guess a little bit about me. This is pretty much my first recording. I mean, I've been recording for a while. I've never posted any of them, so I have never given an introduction. And I plan to post this to YouTube one day, but I'll explain why in a bit. It's mostly because of the game we're about to play. But yeah, I'm from Texas. I'm trying to keep this about me a little bit vague. I'm sure y'all will get to know me as I continue to play games on here. But yeah, I'm from Texas. Born and raised here. I work a full time job for a biotech company here in Austin. I work within their uh, data management department for their women's health product line. Um, won't go into any more than that, but I'm also in grad school, and I have been for about 2 years now. I'm about to finish up here in like the next year, give or take. I'm pursuing two master's degree. It's a dual degree program, so it's taking me much longer than the school advertised, but I'm not gonna go on a rant about it right now. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I've got a great family. Got a wish I had more friends, but you know, that's mainly why I'm recording. Just I mean, I do have friends, and it's like I wish I would hang out with them more, but I'm just so busy with grad school and the free time that I do have. I do go out and I try to make the most of it with other people. So it's not so much that, it's just that I work from home, my school's online. So generally, most of my time is spent here in my home. And if it's not for the weekend where I do have time to go out and do stuff, then I'm here. And if there is free time, like at the end of my days, then I try to play games. And I think, recording is a good way to, I don't know, exercise my tongue, so to speak, and yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just wanting to talk, and hopefully one day this can reach an audience that will talk with me back, and we'll share good conversations. That's kind of what I'm hoping for a YouTube channel if I do decide to post this to it. But yeah, I guess that's enough about me. But in terms of my game catalog, I have a heavy library in Steam, which I'll show y'all right now. As y'all can see on this left handle or this left bar, I have many, many games, a lot of which are not downloaded, that some, actually, a lot of them I have not played, and I do intend to play, but it's Steam sales like this that encourage me to buy a game, especially if it's really, really affordable and reasonable for me to buy it and it looks good. Because one day I might down or install it and just play. But as of right now, I'm I was really into Cyberpunk 2077 there for a while. I had a great playthrough. I was like a you know like a no. I used the Sand Devastan with pistol build, and it was great. Mostly went for headshots. It was And I also had the rocket launcher arm, which was pretty dope. I enjoyed that character, and I actually ended up starting a second character, but it kind of fell off the game. Not because it's bad or anything, but just because I mostly am going to play that game now in like a casual manner. Just when I don't feel like putting that much mind into it, I'll just boot it up because I'm pretty OP in that game now, and I'm on very hard mode. And if you know, you know. But yeah, other than that, I love games from Bethesda like Dishonored, clearly Skyrim and Oblivion. Those are some of my favorite games of all time. Or really Skyrim. I've actually never played Oblivion, but Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, those are some games that I've played a substantial amount of time in, and New Vegas is just by far my favorite game, so that should tell you a lot about me. But I'm sure a lot of people share that same notion as well. But I've been trying to get into Bioshock a little bit. I do want to play that. I've played Elden Ring before. This is like my only what you call it, Souls like game from this genre. Elden Ring's great, and I like to play it, but it's kind of repetitive, and not in a sense that it's boring, but it's, and I don't want to say it's frustrating. It's frustrating is not the right word. You definitely can get frustrated, no doubt about that. But it's more so I just like it. I like games to be a little bit different than just fight boss, die, 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 pick up on his patterns, and then you eventually beat him. It just gets kind of repetitive. But I do intend to beat the game. I have not. I've I think I've killed about, what does it say right there on the far right? 3 or 4 bosses. Yeah. So, you know, we're getting there. We're gonna get there. I'm in no rush to beat it though. But it's a great game. And congrats to the developers who won that Game of the Year award because they really deserve it. Mostly bought this for my girlfriend. Mass Effect, I never played it, but it's a game I definitely want to get into. Witcher 3, love this game. Fucking fantastic. I'm really excited for The Witcher 4, and I'm sure anybody who's played this game is definitely ready for this one. But other than that, man, I've played some other games like Outer Worlds, and I intend to finish that game, but for the sake of today, we are playing Baldur's Gate 3. Personally, I've never played a D&D game. I've never played Baldur's Gate or any turn-based game. I did try to play Dragon Age Origins, but I tried to boot up on Steam or PC in general, and it never worked. I don't know why, but it just didn't. So I just stopped worrying about it. It's a bit shameful, but what can I do? Not a damn thing. I'm sure there's a workaround. There's some mods that you can install, but it's a bit tough because I was actually looking forward to playing that game, but I never really got the chance to. We're actually gonna delete this. I know what y'all are thinking. Why the fuck did you do that? And it's mostly because big things is that I big thing is both reasons are embarrassing. One reason is because I actually fucked up on the audio when I was recording. Second reason is because I was a little bit unhappy with my character that I created. And that was, it was like a couple weeks ago. I just bought this game like 3 weeks ago or so, and I'm ready to get into it. The first little bit that I played, I'm so intrigued by the game. But when I was making my character, I didn't really know as much as I did know now. And I would do things a lot differently now, which is why I'm restarting my character. I originally chose a tiefling cleric, war cleric to be specific, and honestly, I think if I wouldn't have looked into what I have now through like YouTube and BG3 Wiki, I probably would have stuck with that because the war cleric and the cleric is still a very fascinating class to me, and I'm very surprised. I saw from like the Larian stats that they post every now and then that cleric was the least chosen class amongst like all the classes that people could choose from, and that was really surprising to me because even after everything that I know now, I would still choose cleric as my class. But the only thing, or the only reason why I don't really want to, is because I want my character to have, I want his spell modifier, attack modifier to be, and I'm probably butchering most of this, so I'm not trying to boast like I know a bunch now, but I want my character to have high charisma, and I want most of him to be the face of the party, talking to people, rolling the dice and charisma checks, and his spell modifier will be based off that charisma ability stat level as well. And that's another thing, is that I kind of fucked up on my ability scores. And I know you can respect and all that, but I might as well just restart because one, the audio fucked up, and I don't know. I just want to redo my character. I didn't really get that far into the game. I barely got into Act 1, but I'm going to try to this session to catch up to where I was, and I think it's doable. So if y'all are looking for a drawn-out character creation, I'm going to try not to. I'll walk through a little bit of things that interested me. I'm not going to go through... I'll probably read and watch the origin characters just to give y'all my reaction. But for the most part, I'm going to try to build my character fairly quickly. I don't want this to be any longer than an hour because I do have work in the morning. So, that being said, I appreciate y'all joining me on this journey. And if I do end up posting this anytime soon, please comment down below any tips and tricks for me, or any critiques actually. Please be friendly. My feelings do get hurt easily. But no, seriously. Yeah, I'm open to any kind of advice because I'll definitely need it for this game. Again, this is my first D&D game, my first D&D experience, and I've heard great things about this game from my friends and online in general. I mean, won 2024 Game of the Year, I'm pretty sure, and I've seen some pretty funny videos. But that being said, let's get into it. New game. We're definitely doing balance because it's our first time, but I don't want to do explore because that's too easy. Let's get into it. Please don't judge the glasses. I need them. Excuse me. Ooh. Motherfucker like got some Yoda feet. Ooh, shorty. Who is that? She's kind of cute. Yeah, so we know now that this is definitely our character. This freaking scene just grosses me out. Gives me such alien vibes. Ugh. Me and her have the same reaction. Ugh. Oh, that's disgusting. This dude. Okay. How come hers just slithered into her ear? I mean, her eye, and then mine like went right into me. That's fucked up, man. Who am I? Welcome back, as this is not your first adventure. Yes, we've barely got into it, chat. I promise. Yes, reset tutorials. We definitely need it. So we're definitely gonna do a custom character, but we'll bite on some of these introductions. Astarion. After 200 years serving a cruel master, the vampire spawn Astarion is finally free. Free to walk in the sun, free to chase power, and free to take revenge. Ooh. Let's play his intro.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy. I promise not to bite until we've been formally introduced. My name's Astarion, and I've spent a century stalking the night, hunting for pretty morsels just like you.
Ooh.
A man called Cazador made me what I am, kept me like a pet, forced me to do his bidding. No more. The Tadpole's influence broke his dominance over me, and now I can finally pursue the one thing I've hungered for these long, dark years. Revenge. I'm going back to Baldur's Gate to track Cazador down in his lair. I'll be the last thing the bastard ever sees.
Okay. Initial thoughts. He seems like a sassy badass, so I'd honestly feel like he would make me laugh pretty hard. I am curious as to who this Cazador guy is. I'm sure we're going to find out a lot more about him in the story. And I kind of want to know why he wants to take revenge. I wonder what Cazador did to him. Was it really that justifiable to me? And I'm sure we'll find out. Lae'zel. This is the baddie in the ship. Lae'zel was raised ready for life amongst the stars, mercilessly conquering the cosmos as a Githyanki soldier. Grounded, she must deal with a world she doesn't understand and find a way to serve her people on a plane that despises her militant kin. People who despise them, huh? Let's play her intro.
Since I was born in the cold reaches of world space, I have known but one purpose. To wield a silver sword and ride a red dragon in service of my regent, the Githyanki Queen Vlaakith. My first step on this path is to slay a mind flayer and bring its head to my queen. There is no flesh I will not carve, and no barrier I will not shatter to see it done. I am the one who sunders. I am the Undying Queen's most unshakable warrior. I am Lae'zel of Kalir.
Fuck yeah. She's so cool. Come on. You can't tell me you don't feel inspired after listening to that. She's so dope. I don't know. I don't know if people like her overall, like in the community, but man, I'll go to battle with her after listening to that. She's so cool. And I don't really know anything about the Githyanki or who she worships, but man, she's pretty cool. Gale. Gale's wizarding prowess once earned him the love of Mystra, the goddess of magic, until his ambition led him to the brink of catastrophe. Mystra, the goddess of magic, that's quite the feat, Gale. But I wonder what he did. Alright, let's play his intro.
Well met, stranger. You find yourself in the presence of the renowned wizarding prodigy, Gale of Waterdeep. Please, no need to be intimidated. My virtuosic
Okay,
talents
fine.
once caught the eye of the goddess of magic herself, Mistra, who named me her chosen and her lover. Thanks to a slight miscalculation on my part, that relationship eventually soured, as did the greatest of my powers. Now I'm merely a humble wizard on the road to redemption. Unless I can find the path to something greater.
I really like his intro. It feels like what Asterion should have been. It was just like, like this is how good I was. I was at the peak of my power. But now I'm just kind of on the road to my redemption. Or maybe something better. And that, for some reason, intrigues me way more than Astarion's. I want to know what that path is for Gale. I want to know if he truly is wanting to seek redemption, or is he just saying that? And other than that, it seems pretty cool to me. Alright, let's see Shadowheart. Baby girl. Shadowheart willingly undertook a ritual to remove her memories in order to protect the secrets of her fellow Shar worshippers. Loss and pain are sacred to her, but her faith is now being tested like never before. Okay. Intro.
My name is Shadowheart, loyal servant of Shar, goddess of darkness and loss. There is little more I can tell you than that. My Lady Shar tasked me with a mission of such secrecy that I surrendered great swathes of my memory in order to safeguard the knowledge of it. All I know is that I must bring the artifact I hold to Baldur's Gate, and that nothing can stand in my way. My goddess is watching.
If I didn't know any better, which I don't, I would think a cleric is really what that is. Like, I'm willing to give up all of my life's memories in service of my god that I worship, and I will do any task that she requires of me. And it seems like Shadowheart embodies that, so I respect her for that. That's what I initially think about her. As for losing her memories, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I expect that I'll become more intrigued as the story goes on and we start to get an inkling of why they took her memories away, what's the secret, and what does that artifact do, and where does it lead us as a party, or just me and her. Will. Known as the Blade of Frontiers, Will uses his magic to fell the monsters and devils menacing the Sword Coast. In a moment of desperation, he accepted an offer of greater power, forcing him into an infernal game he is struggling to play. The Blade of Frontiers. That's... I don't know how you get that nickname. I hope we find out.
7 years ago, I was exiled from Baldur's Gate, the city I call home. My name is Will, but the people of the Sword Coast call me the Blade of Frontiers, champion of the meek, defender of the innocent. The truth isn't quite so simple, but they're right about one thing. I hunt monsters, and I always catch my prey.
Hell
My
yeah.
latest target is a devil, and I'm right on her tail. Once I'm through with her, she'll never escape the fires of the first hell.
Hell yeah. I am curious. I will admit, Will seems really cool. I want to know who this devil is, and if we can help him defeat her, or is he just willing to do this himself? I really want to know what kind of monsters he does, and like, is it kind of like The Witcher, where he's given contracts to hunt people or hunt monsters down, or maybe just evil people in general? I don't know. He seems really cool though. Yeah, I don't know. He seems cool. I guess I'm so far. I think Lae'zel and Gale are really cool. I like Shadowheart. Her story, at least listening to her intro this time around, which is the second time I've listened to it, I'm a little bit more interested about it. Astarion, he's got to be bottom tier for me. And I want to preface by saying that I don't want to step on anybody's toes when I say these things. I'm just giving my opinion, and I know that if I progress in the story and I spend more times with these characters, which I do intend to do, that I'll probably learn more about them, and my perception of them will start to change. But I'm just giving you all my initial thoughts. I would say Astarion for me is on the lowest end of the totem pole for me. Will's probably just above him, but Will's still really cool. I would say his intro tried to give me the same feeling that I had with Lae'zel, but Lae'zel just for some reason it's peak for me. But let's listen to Karlach. Karlach has escaped 10 years of service in the hells with nothing but the axe on her back and the infernal engine blazing furiously where her heart used to be. She's very tall. Let's listen.
Years ago, I was sold to the Archdevil Zariel. She put a Hellfire engine in my chest and made me her prize soldier. But I've escaped now. Thank you, Mind Flayers. And I've got a few scores to settle. If this engine doesn't burn me to ash first, I'll need people I can trust. An infernal mechanic, and a serious amount of luck. But you know what? I'm not worried. After 10 years in the hells, I can take on anything. I've got my chance at freedom, and believe me, I'm going home.
I honestly want to help her. I want to know what home is to her, and it's kind of pulling at my heartstrings a little bit. She sounds like she's homesick and she's been desperate to get out of that situation. I don't really know what a fucking infernal engine is, but I guess we'll find out more about that. It's pretty hot too. But yeah, those are our origin characters. I do not intend on doing... Oh, you know what? I guess we could listen to this real quick. The Dark Urge. You remember nothing but a path paved with blood. Unimaginable cruelty whispers to you from within. Can you escape it? Would you even want to? And note, you can fully customize this character. Let's play his intro.
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
I tell you what, if the developers didn't tell you not to play with the Dark Urge to begin with, I would have said that his intro is enough to make me want to play him. And it's mostly not because he has this urge to kill, but why does he not want to give into it? There must be enough about him that he remembers, or there's an inherent will within him besides the dark urge that wants to stop it and contain it. he doesn't really sound like he wants to give in to those urges. He really genuinely sounds like he wants to fight it. And I would be curious to find out if that is really what would play out, and if it's easy to resist those urges, or is it maybe better not to? I don't know. Either way, like I said, the developers did not recommend to play the Dark Urge for your first playthrough. And on top of that, they want you to customize your own character, which I totally agree with. The Dark Urge, I would play him, but I would rather have my own character, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's begin our own customized character. We are not doing a Dragonborn. I'm pretty interested in doing Tiefling, because that's what I chose to do first. It reminds me of Hellboy, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Half Elf is really cool. Human's kind of cool. But, I don't know. I definitely, if I was playing a Bard character, I would do that. Because this is the thing. I guess we'll go back to race for now. So remember, I said that I chose Cleric as my first class ever. I only got a little bit into the game, like barely through the quarter way of Act 1. I would have continued to do that character, but I'm not really... I want to specialize more in charisma. I want my character to have more charisma than wisdom and specialize in that. But I do feel like Cleric is really a nice class, and I wish I would stick with it, but that's okay. I'm wanting to do a charisma-based character, and that mostly leaves me with Bard, Paladin, Sorcerer, and Warlock. Now, I think Bard is a really cool class, and I didn't really think so at first, and I'm not quite sold on it now. I'm a little bit more sold on Warlock. Warlock to me seems really cool. I like Sorcerer, I really do. But I don't want my character to be purely mage. And I guess that's what I should really be saying, is that in my mind, I want my character to be pretty much good at everything. I want him to be good at dialogue. I want to be able to attack melee when I am able to, but also use spells either from a distance or in like a support manner, mostly in offensively. And the Sorcerer doesn't really do that for me with melee. I'm sure I could multi-class, but I'm really trying to just do a mono-class for my first playthrough. I legitimately got to a point where I was over-analyzing the game, and I had hardly got really into it. At one point, I was like, okay, I really want to stick with the Cleric because that's what I chose. And I should stick with it, right? But we're trying to, I don't know what to say. I guess I'm still a little bit torn, but so this is what I was thinking. I wanted to do more charisma, so I thought to myself, okay, I'll just take one level of War Cleric, because that's the domain I chose to begin with. I would choose this, and then I would, so I take that one level there, and then I would do most of it Bard, and then I would do half of it Fighter. And that was because I think at like level 5, you get extra attack, and you get Battle Master, so you get to choose different maneuvers. On top of that, with the Bard, I would have done a Swords bar. And then I could do, I could get an extra attack at like level 5 or 6. And then that way, with the War Cleric, I'd have bonus action through my War Divinity charges. And it seemed like I could potentially get up to a lot of attacks. And that's... I know it's not really... Well, I don't know. It may be fleshed out enough to think that that's a good idea, is just to like have this character that has potentially up to a lot of melee attacks, but also have some spells at his disposal from the cleric side and from Bard, and I'm sure my spell count would raise as well. But I ultimately just came to the conclusion that I should just monoclass because I was overthinking it way too much. And I know at some point my Warlock can or does give me 2 spells and 2 cantrips, and I know the spell selection is not that much, but perhaps I don't really need to be overthinking it any more than that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I am open to doing a Bard. And this is my issue. This is my issue because I'm like, it's not a bad idea. Bard is actually really good. Swords Bard's really good. I don't know. I just feel like if I'm going to do a Bard, I don't really want to do a Tiefling. And I'm sure it fits fine. I know Tieflings aren't actually all from the 9 Hells. They just have a bloodline that descends from it. But if I'm going to do a Bard, I kind of want a character that looks the part. And that would either be a human or a half-elf. Perhaps even a drow, but I'm not really interested in that. You think he's pretty dope? I'll say that. But if I was to choose a Githyanki, I think I would do a female. But I'm not really trying to do a female for my first time. Githyanki are really cool. I feel like they'd be better suited as a fighter or something, though. You know? But perhaps that for another time. So I'm honestly stuck between Bard to start or Warlock. Ah, chat. Why do I have to do this? Spear, spikes, halberds, and glaives. Select the districts that to be proficient in. Okay. Your advantage on saving throws against being charged and magic can't put you to sleep. Nice. That's pretty good. I don't know. I don't want to abandon everything that I chose. You know what I mean? And Tiefling is what I chose to start. I don't know, chat. Perhaps I shouldn't have recorded. I should have thought some more, but I've just been wanting to play this game so bad. Oh, the drum is sick. Flute. That's pretty dope. Oh, the loot is crazy. That's so funny. Lyre's pretty cool. How could you not go with the violin? It just fits so well on your back. Man, why did they do this to me? Why did they do this to me, huh? Ah. No. No, 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 no. Ah! Why did they do this to me? I know the Bard is great for charisma, and it's a good party face. At least that's what I've been told and heard. I just, man. Ah, dude. This is just so tough. It's tough. I'll say that. I don't know. I mostly was like, I'm gonna stick with Tiefling because that's what I chose. And they're also really fucking cool. They have a tail also. And I feel like a high elf or a human could be used for like another playthrough. A bard or a ranger, which those are two classes that I'm really interested in. I'm really interested in playing the bard. Still interested in playing the cleric. But because I'm gonna be playing mostly with Shadowheart, I feel like I'll be playing with her anyway. Bard's really cool. I know there's not a companion that has this starting class. Also, I know I shouldn't know this much, and I have barely played the game, but I don't plan on re-speccing my companions. I just don't really want to do that. It's already hard enough for me to learn the game on my own and to choose my own class, which is why we are here talking so much about it. But I would say other classes I'm interested in doing in the future, and even, honestly, even now, I think the Ranger's really cool. Fighter with archery is really cool. And Rogue is pretty cool, obviously. Yeah, Rogue is really cool. I mean, they're all honestly really cool, but yeah, I don't know. No, we're gonna stick with Warlock. We're gonna stick with Warlock because that's what I want to do. I want to do a Tiefling. Do I want him jacked? I was only gonna get a jack guy so he could have like a sword and shield, but I definitely don't want him to be short as hell. But I guess this would be more accurate. I don't know, I mostly wanted him jacked as hell so he could look like Hellboy. I just feel like so in my mind, I want to do the Warlock because it's got a little bit of spell casting, not too complicated, at least I hope not. I got a melee option, and I can also sneak if I really do desire to do that with this character. I don't know if I will too much, but we'll see. We'll stick with the Tiefling because I really think the Tiefling's cool, and can also choose half-elf or human another time. Bard is pretty sick though. No, I'm interested in the Tiefling. Tiefling's really fucking cool. And I'm sure... Oh, a halfling. Chill. Not interested in that. No offense to the halflings. Rest of the classes are all really cool. The Dragonborn Bard would actually be pretty dope. Bard's interesting, I'll say that. But no, we're trying to achieve kind of a Hellboy character. Sort of like a anti-hero. Should we make him jacked? Make him jacked as hell. I know, I'm pretty sold on being jacked. Although this guy's not that, he's pretty muscular. Yo, high half elf, jacked high half elf is fucking crazy. I feel like that makes sense for a paladin. Sorry, I'm just kind of messing around. Guess I'm just curious. Create a spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. I guess we should read the Tiefling, because I think this is like what we're going to be doing. Tiefling, descended from devils of the Nine Hells, Tieflings face constant suspicion in Faerun. Thankfully, their arcane abilities make them natural survivors. I like that. We also like the Hellish Resistance, only half damage to fire. I think I'm gonna go with Asmodeus. Let's see. Bound to Nessus, the deepest layer of the Hells, these Tieflings inherited the ability to wield fire and darkness from the Archdevil Asmodeus' infernal bloodline. And I guess the cantrip you get here is Produce Flame. A flame in your hand sheds a light in a 9-meter radius and deals a 1 to 8 fire damage when thrown. Throwing the flame immediately after you conjure it does not cost an action. Extinguishing or throwing it on your subsequent turns costs an action. Interesting. I do like how it lights up or sheds a light. Mephistopheles Tiefling, descended from the Archdevil Mephistopheles. I'm definitely gonna butcher that here on out. These Tieflings are gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic. Create a spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. Zariel Tiefling. Tieflings from Zariel's bloodline are empowered with martial strength and can channel searing flame to punish their energies. Transmutation cantrip. Gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks. Well, we're not really going to be, or I guess I always get that. I think it's just part of your character, so you get like a race cantrip at your disposal at all times. Isn't that how that works? I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure which to pick. I mean, don't you... I do fuck with this, but I'm just not really with the skin color. It reminds me too much of a drow. So I'm either thinking Azario or an Asmodeus. And I like Asmodeus because it is more closer. It's to the Hellboy character that I met, or not met, or meant earlier. Hellboy being the Marvel character. I think he's really fucking cool. I used to love that show with my mom. We would watch that, and we'd watch the Golden Army one. The Golden Army one was sick, but nothing was better than the first one. The first one really gave a great background behind him, and I wish they would have kept up that movie series, but I know they did a reboot not too long ago. I'm not sure if it was any good. So I'm looking into the race subclass a little bit, because I've heard some good things about Darkness, the evocation spell that you get at level 2. So it's a level 2 evocation spell. It allows spellcasters to conjure a cloud of darkness in an area within range, which obscures and inflicts blindness to those within it. Which sounds really cool. The flaming blade you get from the Mephisto sounds pretty cool at level 2, but it's not really fitting with the skin color here. Smite. The smite seems pretty cool. The Searing Smite seems pretty dope. Ah! I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit different from the Asmodeus. The Zariel seemed really cool. Sorry, chat. I'm just reading a little bit about the race. I shouldn't be doing this, or I should have already been doing this, but I don't know. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't really be thinking too much about it. I think the Asmodeus is really cool. It reminds me of Hellboy, but we're not trying to be just like Hellboy. We're trying to have our own character, and I think Zariel is what I'm really interested in. So let's go with that. We'll do a Warlock. Cantrips. Booming Blade and Eldritch Blast. As for our subclass, definitely gonna do the Hexblade because I've heard only good things about it. I would say my second choice would be the Fiend, and that's only because it's a little bit more aligned with just like the Tiefling race altogether, being resistant to fire, and the Asmodeus and Mephistopheles having like all these fire spells. But we're doing the Zariel. I think the Zariel is really fucking dope. Cantrips, Eldritch Blast, Booming Blade. We're gonna do the Hexblade. I guess these are our actions. We can bind a Hex Weapon. Bind to your main hand weapon. Its damage becomes magical. You cannot drop or throw it, and you become proficient with it if you weren't already. When you attack with this weapon, there is a chance that Hexblade's curse will be applied to the target. You can only have one packed weapon at any time, and it uses your charisma modifier. That's what we want. The weapon returns to its previous state if you are more than 1.5 meters away from it for more than 10 rounds. Interesting. Hexblade's curse. Curse a target. Your damage rolls against the target gain a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. The number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking the target is also reduced by 1. If the target dies, you regain 4 hit points. Ooh. I'm telling you, man, I'm loving this Warlock class. I thought Cleric was really cool, but honestly, I've been thinking about this Warlock, and I'm excited to play it. Bard seemed really cool, but I want to play this. This seems really dope. You gain proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. You gain bind hex weapon, which lets you... Okay, so this was kind of what we were read from here. Just a little bit more into it about it. Oh, but you do get proficiency with medium armor, which is exactly what we were hoping for. So hell yeah, that's great. So let's choose our spells now. Shield. When you are about to be hit by an enemy, increase your armor class by 5. You take no damage from magic missile. Not bad. Wrathful Smite. Weapon damage. You possibly frighten your target. They'll have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls and be unable to move. That seems really good. Armor of Agathis. Gain 5 temporary hit points and deal 5 cold damage to any creature that hits you with a melee attack. That doesn't seem too bad. Arms of Hadar. 2 to 12 damage of necrotic. Prevents target from using reactions. Okay. Charm Person. Charm a humanoid to prevent it from attacking you. You gain advantage on charisma checks and dialogue. Enemies have have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. Nice. Expeditious retreat. Gain dash immediately and as a bonus action on... Okay, I don't know about that. Hellish rebuke. It's an evocation spell. React to your next attacker with flames. Okay. On save, target still takes half damage. Nice. Hex. Make your targets deal an additional 1d6 necrotic damage to the target and give it disadvantage on an ability of your choosing. If the target dies before the spell ends, you can hex a new creature without expending a spell slot. Interesting. Protection from evil and good. Protect an ally against the attacks and powers of aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. That might be good to support my character, or my party, I mean. When you're about to be hit by an enemy, increase your armor class. Okay, that's what we have by shield. Okay. Witch bolts. Link yourself to a target with a bolt of lightning, deal an additional. Okay. Not really interested in lightning damage, but that is nice to have. So I do like Wrathful Smite. I think Armor of Agath is really cool. Charm may be nice for like dialogue. Hellish Rebuke is a nice offensive spell. I assume Hex is somewhat similar to Hexblade's Curse. This might be a nice support spell. Interesting. I guess this is why clerics and bards are a little bit more desired, because you have more spell options. But now we're gonna... Okay, I'm either gonna do Shield, Hellish Rebuke, or Hex. Maybe even Protection from Evil and Good, but I feel like that's gonna be good for my cleric that I'm gonna have in my party. I just have a feeling Shield is actually good. But I'm only considering some defense because I'm trying to be on the front line with this character. Wrathful Smite seems pretty good. But I guess we're gonna have Booming Blade. This is good, but I'm not trying to worry too much about it because I'll have a cleric. But she's gonna be focused more on other people, and this is a way to save myself. So this is a reaction spell. I think this is why people choose Sorcerer as well, because you get more spells. Perhaps we'll consider that for a multi-class. But for now... React to your next attacker with flames that deal... What does it mean by react? Does that... Wouldn't that mean that it's not an action? Or is it? Because Wrathful Smite I can use as an action and a bonus action. So Hex is only a bonus action. Interesting. Conditional. I wonder what he means by conditional. I gotta look this stuff up, chat. I'm so sorry. I should just be using my own intuition, but I'm trying to... build the best character that I can, so bear with me. What the hell? Interesting. I'm not sure, chat. I guess I should worry about protecting myself. So maybe Armor of Agathis. The necrotic damage seems nice. I don't like how it's a bonus action. But I guess that's okay. Charm would something be I would use outside of combat. Hellish Rebuke seems fitting for the Tiefling, but I'm not trying to be too pressed about that. Protection from good and evil would be good for a Cleric. Shield would be nice, but it's kind of similar to Arm of Gathas. I guess we'll just do that. Alright. Sorry that took a while, chat. I'm going to be doing that a lot. I know y'all probably don't like me looking up things, but I just want to get an advantage. And if I have the internet to do that, then I can do that. Most of this I'm going to be learning on my own anyway, but it does not hurt to look up stuff anyway. Probably shouldn't do it in the moment while recording, so I'll try to be better about that. Let's see. Background. Acolyte. You have spent your life in a service to temple, learning sacred rites and providing sacrifices to the god or gods you worship. Serving the gods and discovering their sacred works will guide you to greatness. And the skills you gain from this are insight and religion. Okay. Guess I am a good Christian boy in real life, so I could somewhat relate to that. Charlatan, you're an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration, and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other will lead to greater success down the road. Huh. So the skills you get here are Deception and Sleight of Hand. Criminal. You have a history of breaking the law and survive by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to greater opportunities in the future. Deception and Stealth. Huh. Not a criminal, so I'm not really too interested in that. I don't intend on stealing at all in this. But I do like Stealth. State of sight, melt into the shadows. Helps you with hiding. +5 to deception. Lie and cheat. Manipulate the truth. Don't really want to lie, but I guess it's always nice to have that ability. Entertainer. You live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. This sounds like it'd be good for a bard. Acrobatics, keep your balance, land on your feet. Okay, that might help in combat. Help you resist being shoved. Performance. Entertain audiences. Command the stage. You get +5 to performance checks. Nice. Folk hero. You're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will help or will make your legend grow. So you get some animal handling, influence animals, pet all of the dogs, and survival. Stay alive in the wilds, track play. Pray, I mean. Not really interested in that background, nor am I in the skills that come with it. Guild Artisan. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring you new inspiration. Okay, read people and situations, detect lies. That's nice for insight. Especially for the wisdom. Persuasion. Charisma, +5 to persuasion checks. Turn on the charm, coax and cajou. That's definitely useful. Noble. You were raised in a family among the social elite, accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulating renown, power, and loyalty will raise your status. Definitely do not resonate with that in real life, but the skills that come with it do seem rather useful. History, remember the past of the world and its people. So you get +3 to history checks. And I do imagine my intelligence is going to be very low for this character, so not too sure about that. Outlander. You grew up in the wild, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. Not too sure about that. Athletics, that's nice. Stay fit, perform physical stunts, helps you shove and resist being shoved. What was the other one? Acrobatics. Oh, it just helps you resist, but athletics helps you also shove, but it requires some strength. Sage, you are curious and well-read, with an unending thirst for your knowledge, or for knowledge. Learning about rare lore of the world will inspire you to put this knowledge to greater purpose. Arcana and history, which are both intelligence, I imagine would be very useful for a wizard or maybe even a fighter with like arcane archery or something like that. Maybe even a ranger. Although I am a bookworm, so that does resonate with me. Soldier, you were trained in battlefield tactics and combat. Having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps, show smart tactics and bravery in the battlefield to enhance your prowess. Again, with the athletics, I'm not really trying to do a high strength character, but I guess that's nice to have. Intimidation. I don't really want to intimidate too many people. I want to try to persuade them if I can. Be a bully. Threaten and induce fear. Sheesh. Alright, well, I'm mostly interested in entertainer, guild artisan, and noble. Or not really noble, but I do like the persuasion. I mean, guild artisan, criminal, and entertainer. +5 to performance checks. +2 to insight. +5 to persuasion. Interesting. Let's see about abilities first. Intelligence definitely gonna be low. That would be the problem with my original choice, which was a cleric, bard, and fighter. Is like I can't really spread wisdom and charisma out too much. But I guess that's what I would do. Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. regardless. Which kind of stinks. I feel like I'm doing this wrong, you know? Why do I have Arcana checks? Where did the Arcana come from? Interesting. I see. That's the deal. I guess I should just give it to wisdom. Minus 1 to saving throws. Yeah, damn. Okay, that's not a good idea. Should I either go... I guess... Does it really matter? I guess just avoid intelligence checks. Not trying to make my dude dumb. But I am trying to... This is intuition. I think that's good. Let's just do that. Good for charisma, good for dexterity. Decent constitution. We'll do this. I don't know. You live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. I kind of fuck with that, but I know it's more geared for the bard. So perhaps we'll just go with the guild artisan for this. Some insight on wisdom. Mercantile Guild, that's pretty dope. Okay. Let's edit our appearance. Not really me. That motherfucker kind of scary right there. I like this face, but this one, I like this one probably the best, but it gives me, it's just a little bit too pronounced. I do fuck with this face, though. This motherfucker got goblin skin, though. That's my issue. I guess maybe I need to look at my own face. Although, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to make it as close as I can. To me. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to text back my girl. I know this is bad content. We just haven't gotten into the game yet, but we will. We're about to lock in. Alright, my bad. My bad, chat. Oh. No, I don't like that. His lips are just too big for me. Although he's got the right chin. Nah, unibrows throw me off. I did choose this for my first tiefling, but that looks better with the Asmodeus. I do fuck with this. This is growing on me. This is tough choices, chat. Toughest choice there is. I'm never gonna play the game. I don't know. Lips are just too big. This one's kind of growing on me, though. Yeah, maybe we'll just stick with this. I guess we'll stick with this. I only liked this guy because he's got the butt chin, which is exactly what I got. And his chin sticks out a little bit more, but I guess it's not that much. I like this face, but the lips kind of... I'm not really fucking with the lips like that. His jaw is just a little bit too fucking much. I guess we'll stick with this.
Where to next?
No.
Let's hope the locals have...
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Okay, maybe.
Be wary.
It's opened.
No.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
I don't know about that.
Let's hope the locals...
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Okay, I like that. Although...
It's opened.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Not bad.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know about the scar. It does fit the Witcher. I had this scar to begin with, but the lip one's kind of growing on me, but it seems pretty typical. Although, I don't know about the body art. I did fuck with that. That's pretty crazy looking. Centipede's crazy. That's pretty cool. That's actually not that bad. I guess this guy is supposed to have some kind of face tap, but I don't want too much. That's kind of like a teardrop, so that's pretty crazy. I actually was fucking with this. It's not that bad. But I don't like how it was the standard thing, so I'm trying to deviate from that. That reminds me too much of teardrops. I wish you could stack. Stacking would be nice. That's not too bad. That's not bad. I don't know. I'm not trying to do something too crazy. So maybe just stick to that. I did like, where'd it go? So that wasn't bad, but that wasn't bad. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's, can we take off his clothes real quick? Sorry, chat. Oh. Really just wanted to see the tats. Which really, that's not that bad. But perhaps that is a little much. Maybe there's something a little more subtle. That's not bad, but... yeah, no, honestly... oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's a little more subtle, but I kind of don't like that. Nah, the vines are not fitting. Where did it go? Yeah, I kind of fuck with that. Is that too much though? I don't think so. That's for some reason overkill to me. I don't like that. I'm either doing the sword, which is kind of subtle, or this. So honestly, it doesn't look that bad, but he looks way too tribal. I fuck with it. I'm not sold on that. That's too subtle to even keep. That's almost too much. Nah. Pretty subtle like that's fine. Oh. Try to keep that away from y'all. Chill, chat, don't look. He's honestly really fucking skinny. I guess with close he looks bigger. I guess maybe no scar. Maybe no scar. You see, this face fits very well with this body type. Which is why I'm almost tempted to do this body type. It really is. It fits the body much better. But maybe I shouldn't look too deep into it. Sorry, chat. Don't look at that. Come on, don't get stuck on the scarring, bro. Maybe a different skin tone. Oof. Whoa. Black is kind of crazy. It's just almost too goblin for me. Give me a moment, chat. I don't know, it's almost too goblin-y for me. But I do fuck with the darker sulfur. And I always did like the chilly tone. So I feel like this is the normal red tone that they use. Don't look, chat. Kind of fucking with that tone. Maybe just that one. It's giving goblin though. This feels like a leather couch. Too light. I guess either chili tone 5 or sulfur tone 4. It's giving 2 goblin though. Just too much goblin. I guess this isn't too bad, but it's giving leather couch. I'm really fucking up right now. I did not want to spend 2 hours in character creation. come on, let's try to wrap this up. Hmm. You know what? We'll do that. Just a little bit darker. I fuck with it. I like the red, but I'm trying to be a little bit different than Hellboy himself. Okay. Eyes. Oh, you can change the different color. That's pretty cool. We'll just make it the same. I won't lie, yellow's pretty damn cool. Red is kind of crazy. I don't know, the red goes well with the hair and it contrasts well with the skin color. This does as well. But I must admit that this yellow looks much cooler. Blue doesn't even look that bad. Demonic white, that's kind of cool actually. Or demonic black. I didn't even see that down there. It's not that different from the red, but it is cool. Kind of fucking with the yellow. Or perhaps that's too much yellow. I feel like I'd get sick of this. Although it goes very well with skin color. I feel like the red eyes are kind of generic though. I guess they're mostly black. Maybe I should just go with the I'm sorry this is taking so long, chat, but I don't know, man. Just want to make sure that this character is good, because I'm not really trying to go back and start another one. No, that just looks too weird. Even the white is like too far away from a tiefling. I guess I am kind of fucking with the yellow. This is more orange than it is red. This is like a light orange. Definitely yellow. Maybe we'll give it a moment. We'll probably leave that alone. As for hair, I don't think I like the cut that I have currently. No. Don't think so. Not bad. Kind of feminine. Not really what I'm going for. Crazy. Maybe we should start with horns. Definitely no facial hair. Facial hair just looks weird on a tiefling. These horns are pretty sick. Nah, not fucking with that. These horns aren't bad. They seem fitting for this guy. I like those, but they are just a little too much. Too small, too small. Too small. I fuck with those, but they seem kind of generic. Kinda. I'm getting closer. Not quite what I'm looking for. The ram horns are wild. Not bad. Not quite what I'm looking for. Now I do like these. These are what I chose before. And I do like them. If I won't lie, I was kind of fucking with these too. Let's look at some hair options with this. No. 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 No, it's kind of in the horns way. Heck no. That's not too bad. I don't know about the ponytail. I guess that's not awful. Oh. This looks preferable. Maybe just normal hair. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Comb rows are wild. No. No. Nah, I want long hair. Not a terrible option, but it's kind of in the way of my horn. This is what we chose before. And I kind of liked it better for a guy with bigger body. It fit him better. That's not that bad, I guess. That's not too bad either. That's not bad. No. No. Kind of goofy. It's kind of old looking. That was better than that. I think that wasn't that the starting hair? I believe this was the starting hair. I like some hair behind the ears. That looks too feminine, but it looks really cool. It's actually not that bad. No. Too old. Way too old. Doesn't look that bad with short hair. I'll give him that. I feel like with long hair, I'd like it longer. Not bad, but for some reason it's meshing through the ears. No. 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 Braids were actually not that bad, but again, I want some hair behind the ears. Some of these I can already tell I'm not gonna like up here. Not bad, but no. 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 No, not quite, but it doesn't look that bad. Oh, how about that? No. Oh, let's look at that. Ah, too girly. Too feminine. Okay, I think most of the ones that I was actually interested in are down here. This didn't look bad, but kind of feminine. Honestly, fuck with this the most. But it's also kind of feminine too. And it would look better on an elf. This wasn't that bad. I don't know if I'm fucking with these horns. I think I might choose these. A little more subtle for some reason. As for the hair. No. Guess this one's a bit more subtle. Isn't this the starting hair though? I think that was the starting hair. I think it was, but that might be okay. It might be for a reason. I thought this hair would look better on a different race. This wasn't too bad. It's a little too luscious. This isn't bad. That's not bad. I like this too. But I also don't like the bangs right there. That's not too bad, but it makes him look a little too young for my liking. Same thing with that, but it's not bad. Might just have to go with the default hair. Yeah, I guess we'll stick with that. Oh. I guess I liked the red when it was kind of like some red highlights. I thought that was pretty cool. But since it's not there, I don't feel the need to have that. I'm kind of fucking with the yellow eyes. We'll keep that. I was getting kind of used to it. Okay. As for the color of the horns, black. And maybe I should just stick with black. Okay. I didn't really want to do black horns because I feel like everybody has those. These are somewhat black, but... Oh shit, you know what? It's got a white tip at the top. Round 5. I feel like the highlights are not really necessary. I guess that's good. Alright, I think our character is good. Simple, not too crazy. Alright, let's roll. Make sure our abilities are good. Dexterity 16, Charisma 16, 14 Constitution, and 12 Wisdom. Not really gonna be too interested in Strength, nor Intelligence. I think those are good. Alright. Let's rumble. This is gonna be Ryan. Yeah. She'll just be... Yes, we'll change her face a little bit. Like that. Okay, we won't overthink it. That's good. I like that. Here we are. Second cutscene of the game. I'm so sorry, chat. That took too long. That did take me 1 hour less than the first time, though. What I am curious about this cutscene, at least right here, is why is he attacking Baldur's Gate? And what the hell is that thing? Also, what's so important about this city, other than this is the name of the game? You better get out of there, boy. Alright, you're a hoe for that. Like the bell really matters, considering there's a giant flying ship. Bro, that's Infinity War. Must be capturing new soldiers. Whoa. Oh yeah. The Gith Yankee. Bro, I just think it's so cool that they fly on dragons. I wonder why the dragons are so chill with them, though. They clearly hate this octopus guy. Or maybe the octopuses in general. Oof, please don't burn us alive. I wonder if the dragons or the Githyanki open the portal. Maybe it's a synergy between both of them. They must know that she's in there. So badass. So badass. Yeah, boy, you better wake up. Better wake the hell up. I assume this is hell. Looks like we're home. she. Here we go again. Second time. Don't worry, chat. I don't really know much about the game. Come on, brother, wake up. We got work to do. Indeed. We're actually gonna fix our... yeah. Yes. Well, actually, we can just do... Yes. And we might change this stuff, but I do want to change my quick save. Actually, let me... You know, we'll worry about all that stuff later. Is there anything binded to C? Toggle hide, okay. Fair enough. Shove V. What about B? Is anything toggled to B? No. Okay. No. Where is it? Oh, bro. Where the hell is the lithium powers? What about caps lock? Is anything... Is anything binded to caps lock? I guess we can just do that. You know what we'll do? Yeah, that way I can reach it. A little different, but that's okay. And quick load will do... Yeah. If y'all want to know why I'm doing that, it's because I have a condensed keyboard. And the way my F5 and all that works is I have to hold down shift anyway. Which is fucking bullshit, but... Unless I'm mistaken, then please forgive me. Okay. Sweet. Reactions? Spellbook? I guess we'll figure all that out later. Okay. We'll apply that there for now. Alrighty. Let's go. We should also do a hard save. Oh yeah, isn't there a... input, karmic days, no. Maximum number of autosaves. Maximum number of quick saves. Oh. 25, is that a lot? No, I guess that's a healthy amount. Just do that. That's fine. Alright, alright.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Damn right, bro. You better be grateful.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Let's investigate. Skill checks. Some dialogue options will require a skill check, a dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. Well, we have pretty shit intelligence, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Well, definitely not smart enough, so.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Okay. Well, we're not dumb enough to reach in there.
Let's see what this does. Someone else got out.
That might have been the Lae'zel.
Might be other survivors. What path lies before me?
Oh, a ruptured one.
Not everyone made it out alive.
Is that a Get Yankee in there? Can't tell. I think it's just a body.
What's inside?
Wonder who was inside. Dead.
Take that.
Good.
Good. Yeah, good is right. Actually, let's get that.
Odd. I feel better.
That's good. Let's rumble, buddy. Uh-oh, Goblin got fucked up. Let's get up here. Is this where that brain guy is? Yes, it is. Creepy ass brain. Why is it not working?
Release us.
Hello? Okay, I was like, why is it not working? The hell, brother?
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The
Oh, we will.
exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
That face is funny. I think you're past the point of saving, buddy. Tell me what to do, though.
From this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Investigation. Well, we know it's an intelligence check. I wonder if we'll even pass that. Let's see. Why the hell not? We like that.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Well, I don't think we really have high medicine like that, so let's try the dexterity because we know we have decent dexterity. Oh. Well, sorry, bud. I don't know what's about to happen, but I have a feeling I know.
The brain won't budge.
Well, sorry, bud. Did what I could.
Doesn't do anything.
I gathered that. That's pretty sick. Ah, shit. It's baby girl Lazel. Where the hell did you get that sword? Hold up, baby girl.
Abomination. This is your end.
Relax.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Seems we're connected.
My head.
We've gathered that much already.
Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
You damn right. Let's do it, Lazel. I kind of have an idea where we are, buddy. What do you suggest? What made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Alright, don't get ahead of yourself. Alright, what do we do then?
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
Sounds like a plan, baby girl.
We'll address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Let's do it. I fuck with Lazel heavy. I'll follow her into battle, just like I said. Let's fuck around, let's do it. Combat. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds, and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. Alright, alright. So we could attack him right there, but we have some nice cantrips that we can use. I'm gonna stay back while she goes up there. Okay, and my turn.
I am death.
I just have her do a main hand attack.
This is your end.
Okay, I was like, she might actually get a good amount of damage on him. Can she do her bow right now? No, it requires an action. Well, let's get you a little closer. Bet.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Why, thank you.
Now, to the helm.
Some allies can join you in your venture. You can control them the same way as you do your own character. Click a companion's portrait to take control of them.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Hard not to ask questions. Okay, it's pretty obvious why we're going to the helm, buddy. Do these imps have any loot? Okay, a scimitar. Crossbow, we might as well take it.
Time to press ahead.
Yeah, we're going, we're going. I'm good on the hand axe. Good on that. Is there anything else? What about this dead thrall? Nice.
I'll give it a shot.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
I have a feeling she knows that. So what kind of... Okay, this is a dagger. Do we not have... So we're... Aren't we proficient? Oh, okay. So there's 12 simple weapons. Clubs, daggers, great clubs. Light crossbows, nice. We're also good with scimitars and short swords, nice. Okay, so we can change our equip weapon. 4 to 7. 4 to 9. Scimitar looks cool. Short sword looks kind of weird. I guess we'll do the scimitar. Okay. Let's roll. Oh yeah, I like that scimitar on our back. Okay, we kind of know what to do here.
I can make no sense of it.
I can't either.
Damn it, you! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Yes, we do. Look at her. Of course we do. Look for a wrench that might open the lid. I'll go look around. There must be some way to get this thing open. Shit, we don't have any intelligence. Wait, no. No. God damn it. I don't know why I fucking did that. Why can't you go back after selecting a dialogue choice? Or a skill check choice? That's kind of bullshit.
Gauge machinery. I can make no sense of it. You! We have no time for stragglers.
Oh, it just does anyway. Well, man, I wish I would have known that. I would have had some... I would have at least tried to put 10 to intelligence. Well.
The magic's configuration is like nothing you know. Nausea climbs further up your throat the longer you try to discern its nature.
What the hell?
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
I'm so confused. I thought it was based on charisma. Is intelligence that important? I gotta look into this. I'm sorry, chat. Fuck it.
The construction is too alien.
Can't get it all, I guess.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Yes, relax, Lae'zel. We could use the help.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Yeah, we can't leave her behind.
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Hit it.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
Just bear with me a little bit longer, Lae'zel. We know exactly where we need to go anyway.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Good question. Let's not find out. Eldritch Rune.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod. Bet that will fit in my pack. A brain in a jar.
Damn it! Come on! Get me out of this thing! Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
Alright. Yeah, she's freaking out, man.
The console appears dormant.
Insert the rune into the socket.
The console hums to life.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Damn it! Hey, we still got it. Let's go.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine.
Well, I guess we did want charisma and dexterity, so this is what we gotta deal with. Place your hand on the console.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Authority. Lithid wisdom. Will the pod open? Alright, come on. Holy shit.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and reject it. You feel the
Damn! I don't want to leave baby girl behind. We low-key need her. Come on, bro. We gotta save scum that hoe. I'm sorry. I know y'all may not like that. I should probably just let the dice roll.
Seems.
But I know we can get this. That was fucking bullshit.
One day I'll catch a break.
That's fucking bullshit.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Room? For what?
That's fucking bullshit, man. This game's gonna make me want to save scum so much, and I'm trying not to, but my excuse will be here that I have done this before, and I did get her before, so.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Come on!
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
Come on, Isaiah, we can't leave baby girl behind.
The console appears dormant. The console appears dormant. The console hums to life.
Alright, let's see if we can get this intelligence check. That's okay. That works. Let's go.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Alright, let's try it.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Authority. Alright, wheel this bad boy open. Come on. I know we got this. That's crazy. Why is the dice hoeing me right now?
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Nice.
At last.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
She would like.
Dangerous company.
That's what I chose last time. Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
That I agree. All right, let's get going.
One moment.
What was that?
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
Sweet. Well, I'm glad we did that. I know y'all may not like saves coming, but...
Another brain.
But I just wanted to make sure we got that. Okay, I think she's good on hell.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
They clearly don't like each other. How about y'all follow my lead? Oh, shit. Ah.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Fair enough.
We need to get out of here. Now.
Let's end him. You are actually action. Okay, there's a bonus action.
Need some support.
And then we'll back up for now. Miss. Alright, we'll have to end turn. Okay, well...
Let me strike true.
I was like, maybe she can take him out. Okay.
Got to move.
Okay, let's get her down there. Miss.
Fall by my hand.
Sweet.
What's the plan?
Do we? I think we have the low ground right now, so...
No time to waste.
If this ship hits the ground, we're in tank.
Blood follows me everywhere.
I don't know if I should do Hexblade's Curse or just Hex. Alright. Guess we'll end turn. Damn.
Onward.
This motherfucker's strong. Fucking A. Thought I had a bonus action. It's the same thing. Oh. I think I know what I did wrong. That makes sense.
Talk to me. Got to move.
Oh, fuck.
Hurry, before they strike.
Oh, shit. There's more over here. Well, goddamn it.
Make way.
Take this, or Zariel will have your head.
How much health does he have? He about to die, and then I'm cooked. I'm sure you could pull it off, though. Alright, time to leave.
Need to act fast.
Heading there.
Son of a bitch. Yikes. Well, that's alright.
end.
Oh, fuck no. Where the hell did they come from?
Come a little closer.
Oh!
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
All right.
Need to stay focused. On my way.
Forward, Istik, before more dragons come. No time to waste.
I think my guy's cooked. I think my guy's cooked. I thought we could take the commander. There's too many of them. No, we did it. Ah! Okay. Can she not heal me? Fuck. Okay, I just need her. Yeah, I just need her to get me.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Shit. Maybe... How do I go back? I can go back, right? No, I can go back. How do I do that, though? There's a way to go back, right? Well...
Light on my feet.
Time to strike.
Okay. We just need her to get us out of here.
Transponder. You've made it in time.
Just get us out of here. That was a little risky. That was a little harder than I thought. He's just so buffy. Okay. Now why would they attack her? It really wouldn't make sense for them to attack her, but maybe they just don't care. Whoa. Someone get Yankee Coochie. That's crazy. Man. Alright. Got off the ship. Some tieflings. Looks like a drow right there. Some goblins, of course. Ah, shit. What the hell are you looking at? Oh! Love this epic music.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Orient yourself.
The chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
I guess we do. Go to your personal chesting camp during a long rest to find some of your unique DLC items.
Something good here, I hope.
Me too. Some gold. Shadow Heart. You alright, baby girl? Reach for the artifact. That's crazy. Nah, wake her up. Baby girl.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Doesn't
True.
matter, we made it.
Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
We should look for
You're
her.
more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Fair enough. You want to stay together? Do you have any idea where we are? Indeed, I better get moving then. I better get moving. You want to stay together?
And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
You make a good point, Shadowheart.
One
I
thing,
say we move along.
Just before we go, I wanted to thank you again for freeing me.
Oh, don't mention
Easy
it.
for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
I like my little smile. Of course. I'm not gonna leave you behind. I wouldn't leave you behind, don't worry. Okay, that's more of the crash site. Some bodies. Okay, we know there's nothing in there. Camp supplies.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Shanty, huh? Mangled Fisher. We've read this note. It's actually quite sad. I hope we didn't kill him. And maybe someone else did. Either way, that'd be pretty shitty. Waypoint. Ancient door.
Won't get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
Oh, that didn't work. Maybe there is. It's 1 o'clock. I feel like I should. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Alright, let's get in there. We know we're about to fight.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
Have to keep going.
I wonder why these things are trying to attack us now, but they didn't attack us at all on the ship. They basically ran away from us. Oh great, now they're both trying to go for me. Okay, we got that. Fuck! Fuck it now. We tried.
Catch my breath.
Can't use my cantrips? Fucking A. Alright, come on, baby. That was a toughie, but probably could have planned that a little bit better.
You've made a grave mistake.
Nice. Okay, well, I didn't really know what that was, but pretty useful. God damn, I'm just fucking up. I'm just fucking up. Probably could have used that to my advantage somehow.
Let's have a look.
It doesn't look like there's anything down there. Let's keep on going. Ah, yes. Forgot Astarian's right here.
Hello, over here.
I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Kill it yourself. You look capable enough. Easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
Not really.
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
Chill out there, buddy. This is a robbery. You're off to a bad start. Not really. He actually caught us off guard. One more step and I'll make you eat that knife. We don't want to provoke him anymore. He definitely could stab us.
I saw you on the ship. Free, scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us.
The worm? Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
No, definitely not accepting his apology. You better have more to offer. Now, let's not do that. But glad to see we're all caught up.
We are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I guess I am a Baldurian. Introduce yourself.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Alright, bro. Yes, unfortunately, they'll turn us into Mind Flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me.
I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Party line. Your party shown on the side of your screen. The portraits show your character's health and conditions. Drag the portraits apart to split the party. All I know is that we need to fucking rest. But honestly, it is 1:15 and we should probably do that tomorrow. Although I would love to keep playing. More or less the ship. Okay, I guess we gotta keep moving. Where the hell we go? Yeah, I think we should probably call it here. That said, I don't know, closing comments? I'm liking my character. I mean, I guess if there's one thing that I've learned is that the dice really do dictate a lot of part of this game, and I probably just have to accept that sometimes I'm not gonna roll it in my favor, but for the, and even like, even the checks where that are like or they're for dexterity or for persuasion, like I'm probably gonna mess it up. I'm probably gonna miss it or whatever. So I just need to be prepared for that and just roll with it. Roll with the dice. I guess that's just how this game is supposed to go. As for what my character can do right now, quite limited, but he's also what you call it, level 1. So I'm hoping that there will be a lot more to this as we continue on, and I'm sure it will. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Guess I'm still a little bit torn about my build. What I was really noticing right there was that on the battle on the ship, it was kind of like you might only get 1 or 2 attacks off if you play your cards right. But what I was trying to do before when I was creating my character, I was thinking of doing like I'm pretty sure I explained this at the beginning, but I wanted to do a war cleric, and that would give me bonus action 3 charges, and then I would also I would do the swords bar for the extra attack, and then I would also do fighter for another extra attack, and that way I could have potentially up to at least 3 moves, assuming that they don't miss, you know. So that's kind of the tough part, but I guess if I read a little bit more into the warlock, I can learn more about it. And I guess if I want to change, I can always do something else. I can always respec my character. I'm not really trying to go through character creation again. I don't know, maybe a part of me is already kind of unhappy with picking warlock, but maybe it's just because I need to play the game, and I would say this character that I created is a little bit more fleshed out and a little bit more I invested a lot more into creating this character, so I should probably stick with it. I shouldn't give it up quite yet. I'm also going to be controlling other characters, so I can look forward to that as well. But other than that, like, I'm not trying to think too much about my character. So outside of that, I'm really excited to explore this world and get to know the characters. We just picked up Astarion. Shadowheart's great. She seems very nice. And Astarion, he's clearly in his own head, a little stuck up, but I kind of fuck with it. It's a good humor, some comedic relief. And yeah, I'm excited to get to know them more in the world. But with that being said, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm thinking about playing tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We shall have to see. I'm probably going to see my girlfriend, so I imagine we'll just watch shows and relax. But it is 1:15, and I am a little bit tired, so I appreciate y'all watching. Catch the episode either tomorrow or definitely on Thursday. So, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. And yeah, please come back, you know? Just playing games, having fun. I know the commentary may not be great right now, but I'm only trying to get better. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I hope y'all enjoyed this long episode and the journey or the start of a great journey. Thank you so much. Peace.